Good afternoon. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday, episode 5. I said last week's was number 3, and it wasn't. It was number 4. But it's just me and obviously my counting issues. But this is episode 5. So 5 weeks in. It's really, really cool. And today I want to talk to you about something called the river. So this little bit's in the kind of the comments bit, but I remember when I started meditating, I really hated it. And that for me just felt really, really crap, because there I was doing something which was, I hoped was going to help me to feel better and grow and develop and relax and have less anxiety. And I just couldn't get on with it. I'd sit down. It would feel forced. It would feel uncomfortable. My back would hurt. It just didn't feel right. And there was one key thing which came out of it, and that was I couldn't stop myself thinking. And I got it in my head, and a number of people I talk to about this who say, "Oh, meditation's not for me," and I can't stop myself thinking, and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people have that preconception that when it comes to meditation, that the idea is that you stop yourself thinking. You go into some meditative state, you put your hands in a position, you wrap your legs around each other, and you just zoom, your thoughts stop. And I remember having this conversation with somebody I really respected around meditation. And they said to me, well, let's try a slightly different approach. Instead of trying to stop your thoughts, just accept that they're there. Okay, I kind of didn't get that to begin with. And what they said to me simply was, you can't stop your thoughts. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to stop something which cannot be stopped. It'd be a bit like me going outside and trying to stop gravity. It's just not going to happen. Trying to stop your thoughts is not the aim of the game. The idea is to recognize your thoughts and recognize them for what they are, that they are this passing thing which may come with a little bit of emotion. It maybe you have a happy thought, it maybe you have a sad thought, or an angry thought, or a focused and driven thought, or a judgment thought, whatever it is. And then it's noticing that and going, there's a thought. That thought is this, but that doesn't mean I have to respond to it in a particular way. And this is where the analogy of the river comes in. And there's various other kind of analogies which you can use. And I'm using the river one because it's one which people have been talking to me about more recently. And I want you just for a moment, imagine that you are near a big flowing river. And I'm sure if you just close your eyes for a moment, you can just see that river. For me, I close my eyes and I think about the River Severn, which is down in Worcester, very, very close. And I've been on the River Severn. I've kayaked down parts of the River Severn. It's a beautiful river. That river is always flowing. There's no way you're going to stop that river without some immense engineering. It's just not going to happen. It is going to continue to flow whether you like it or not. But as you kind of stand at the side of the river and you look, you make a decision as to whether you're going to jump in that river or not. And most people, unless they're going out to swim, or they're going to kayak, or there's something going on, or they want to actually get in the river and travel down that river, aren't going to want to do that. They're going to want to sit on the side of the river. And if we take that river analogy and we take it to, to your thoughts and to your mind, that river is that's your stream of thoughts. That's your stream of unconsciousness. It is there. It is flowing whether you like it or not. And what you do is you sit on the bank of that river and you watch the thoughts go by. You sit there in whatever state it is. Whether it's mindfulness, whether it's meditation, whether it's relaxation and breathing, whatever it is, you sit on the bank and you let your thoughts go by. And that's really hard. It's really hard to sit there and just watch these thoughts go by, because what happens is a thought will pop up which has some very strong meaning for you, and you jump in the river. And before you know it, you're 2 or 3 miles down the river before you realize that you've actually jumped in. You're following that bit of the current, you're following that thought, and you jump out and you sit on the riverbank again. Meditation isn't about trying to stop the flow of the river. It's about recognizing when you've jumped in the river and getting back out again. And when you first start doing it, that happens all the time. I spent more time in the river when I first started doing it than I spent on the bank. And even now, sometimes I will spend more time in the river than on the bank. And whereas I used to see that as a failure, it's not. It's that recognition of coming back to the bank. And with time and with practice, it gets much, much easier. That analogy of the river can be taken into other things. It can be a road with cars on it, a motorway where you sat on the side of the motorway watching the cars go backwards and forwards and you jump on a car and off you go. It can be a railway line. You're standing on a bridge over a railway line and the train comes through and you jump on the train and you travel down 2 or 3 stops. The key is to recognize when you are traveling and pulling that chain, getting back off and sitting on the side of the road or on the bridge or sitting by the side of the river and actually accepting and watching those thoughts go by. So my invitation to you is if you've been trying meditation, if you've been looking at mindfulness, if you've been wanting to do these things, but your concern has been, how am I going to stop the thoughts? Or you've tried it and you've not been able to stop the thoughts. Flip it round. Don't try and stop the thoughts. Spend time with those thoughts if you need to, but always remember to come back to a place where you're observing those thoughts. And play a little game. See how quickly it is for you to get back out of the water onto the riverbank. Play a little game to see how many times you do it. Play a little game to see how quickly you can go from bank to river, back to bank again. And play with it and see what happens. Some of this might make perfect sense to you. Some of it might not. Some of it might not work for you at all, and that's absolutely cool. But if you're watching this and you're thinking, you know what? I think there's something I want to have a chat with Dave about in there. Come and find me. Drop me a DM. This kind of stuff is stuff I use in my coaching with my clients all the time, and it's really cool stuff. It's stuff which helps people to sort this out, and then it gives them more power to go and sort out all the other things which they think are the problem or which they think are the challenge. And actually, a lot of it comes back to this. Meditation, mindfulness have been really transformational and really powerful for me. And I'd love to see more people being able to get the benefits of that too. So if you want to know more, if you want to have a chat with me about anything, if you want to have a session with me just to chat some things through, you got a problem or a concern, something you think I might be able to help with, come and find me, drop me a DM, and let's have a chat. Thanks for listening. See you later.